Okay, and here we go. Gonna be streaming the Insane Blood mod. Once again, I gotta make sure I can see your comments. Here we go, I do have it on public now. A mistake I made last time. Here we go, okay, I will be able to see your comments. So, today we'll be having a look at Galaxy High Marshal's and Zippy's Insane Blood Effects mod. Full videos coming tomorrow, and in the meanwhile, we'll be having a live look at what's there, and don't mind this dead guy. Just made sure I have the mod activated, which I do. And yeah, I think we'll begin with a somewhat gory Counter-Strike source. So let's set this up. Hey, hi Marco. Always great seeing you. So, let's first of all set up our Counter-Strike source thing. So, city spawns. I actually want them going more in this direction too, so I'll put a few here. And so there is a mod for GMOD that sort of allows you to play a kind of, you know, like very rough version of Counter-Strike source, which I'm doing right now. Put some hostages. Hello everyone. So yeah, today we'll be looking at a pretty awesome gore mode with a sort of rough version of Counter-Strike source. In my all-time favorite map in the game, with all due respect to Dust, Office is the best map of the game. You can't change my mind. Alright, so I think I have everything set up. I'll just save this. Give myself a nice rifle. And I think they shouldn't hate me now, let's see. Okay. They shouldn't hate me. Okay, that's weird. So, there was some some combined model that worked for me last time. I'll try this one now. Thankfully I have that saved. Let's try it again. So the mod has an issue with where if you're using some certain characters, just everyone's gonna shoot you. I swear I had it working. If not, it's gonna suck. Alright, let's see. How do I make them like me? I know there was a way. Let's see. If not, we'll just try something else, but that is weird. Try this guy, maybe? I don't know. But seriously, they shouldn't hate me. For some reason they do. My heart's broken. Yeah, so if I do use a city model, they're still gonna shoot me, but I'll just show that for you. So when I was working on the video, I had it working, but now... Wait a sec. Let's see, let's take this guy. Beautiful guy. Then I have to restart again. You know, if it's gonna work now, it's gonna be so weird, because when I tried it as I was working on the video, I died every time, but yeah, no idea what's up with that. Oh, they hate me too. You know what? I think we'll just play missions. I have some. That's, I guess, the best we can do. Alright, GM bunker escape. Oh, thank you, early exit, that is good to know. But that didn't help, apparently. Ugur Teddy, well, some are monetized, the destruction stuff is. The gore stuff, of course, isn't. So we'll just showcase the good stuff. in this mission. So as you can see, pretty nice looking wounds. And so the first very cool feature of this mod is actually you have different stains with response on the floor or on an angle surface like this, which was not a thing in GMOD. So very, very impressive. Oh, hello there. And of course we have spurting. Alright, let's see. And the wounds do look nice even on the combine. Like, of course we have limitations with the gear, but those still look very, very nice. Yeah, just look at that. Ah, and I forgot. I need to turn on the multi-core rendering option for the fancy wounds. Who shock is that? As for games in Gamescom, wait a sec. Oh yeah, this is actually a pretty good medium to showcase the mod. Oh yeah. So as you could briefly see, yeah, you can see those now. They are animated. Of course not perfect animation, but still very, very nice stuff. And the butt pulls also, by the way, very, very nice. And just look at that. Just look at that. Oh yeah, okay, so this, you know, if I didn't have a thumbnail, this would be the thumbnail. Just look at that. Very cool stuff. So there was actually a very interesting question here. Whether I think violent games can be a therapeutic for violent people. And to be honest, like, I used to kind of say the talking point as, yeah, it relaxes you on whatever. But to be honest, of all things to kind of like calm me down, at least for me, you know, I'm not a violent person like whatsoever, but at least for me, if I'm like angry, frustrated, or like there's like some issues going on, about the last, so I tell you what, video games to kind of like keep my mind off the bad stuff, definitely. To kind of get you distracted, to get you immersed in something else, yeah, that can definitely help. But if you're talking about like a real solution to angry stuff, I would say exercise is pretty great, you know, like. So the best one is of course talking to someone you're close to. Nothing is gonna top that. Seriously, some of the biggest reliefs I had in bad times were talking to a very good friend of mine. Especially if things are doing not well at all. So the other one after that is actually, as I mentioned, exercise. So exercise really, you know, so you get anger, get a lot of energy, you need to get somewhere. And lifting something heavy or making a very long run actually very much helps you relieve that. In a very, very physical manner, without hurting anyone. Which of course, do not ever hurt anyone. Like, right? I think listening to music, by the way, listening to any kind of music, so there is a very special connection with your mind and music. So basically listening to anything that you really enjoy, that really touches your heart, I would say absolutely is gonna help you in bad times, if you're angry, sad, frustrated, for sure. So it can be metal, for me of course, it is very much metal. Oh yeah. But yeah, I would say any music you enjoy can very much be therapeutic. Alright, yeah, so let's get back to the gore stuff. Let's see what you guys are saying here. I do think the blood spatter in this one is better than Next Gen 4. Even if only for the sole reason that you have this difference between stains on wall and stains on the ground. Those are glorious, especially some aftermaths I was able to achieve with the for the video. Those were amazing. Thoughts on Gamescom? So yeah, of course we have the Diamond 2. Oh man, I really can't wait for the Diamond 2. If it is gonna be as good as it seems, we're up for one of the goriest games pretty much ever. Going to into the top list immediately. So I'm very curious about it. Really can't wait to get my hands on it. Would definitely be happy to interview the devs if I have an option to do that. Definitely should reach out. Yep, I do have multi-core rendering and keep corpses on. Guys, keep the ratio shit out of here. Keep the ratio shit out of here. Son of Atlius or whatever. Keep the shit out of here. It's not for fucking 4chan. So this was actually kind of cool, so I showed them right up here. As you can see, a bunch of splatters, some stains here. And as he was going down, he was bleeding on this wall. Wait, I don't have the camera mode on, but as he was bleeding down... Very cool stuff, like, look at that, this is also like pretty much thumbnail material. And by the way, let's actually showcase the wounds we have here. So as you can see, you can see right here, animated wounds, also I think first time in GMOD. And by the way, direction is taken into account, so you know, they're not just going that way, they're going where they should be going. Which is very cool. There's also a soaked pattern, let's see if we can see that. Here we go, yeah, here is the soaked pattern. Very, very impressive stuff, and of course the only issue is that the wound itself is pretty huge. Like, why is this thing so damn big for a landmill? Now it looks bigger like, than the gun. This is in GMOD, which has, you know, like, as I said to Galaxy, I think his mod is too good for the game, to be honest. It's very, very junky, but they just have amazing gore mods for it. There you go. Yeah, how did I? And you do have a whole bunch of configs. Alright, let's go for the next mission. What was a pretty good one? Let's see. That was a pretty enjoyable one ahead. Oh, I think it's kind of like a defense thing, this one. Let's try it, let's try it. Hello everyone. Favorite Metallica song? Oh wow, yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. Let's get this thing. 3 minutes to prepare. Okay. So there was some, if I recall correctly, there were some, oh yeah, here we go, some turrets. Does it work with light gibbs? Can definitely be cool this with dismemberment. Do gotta say, I absolutely love this kind of stuff where we have AI companions. Just a huge fan of that. Let's play some mines too. Oh yeah, the light gibbs too is really, really enjoyable. basically the first mod that got me into making those kind of GMOD videos. Then you had some more good ones come out, and yeah. But before White Gibbs 2, I really like... So there was a time I went in and checked a bunch of GMOD gore mods, and I wasn't really impressed by anything. A lot of it felt just kind of spammy. Didn't really excite me in any way. Then I saw the preview vids of White Gibbs, and yeah, I was very much impressed, so... White Gibbs is indeed very good stuff. Yeah, so as for gore mod for CSS directly, there is no good stuff as far as I'm aware. I think I even asked Galaxy High Marshal to look into it, and he wasn't really able to do much of anything. It works in a different way. But yeah, it would be sweet seeing a proper gore mod for proper Counter-Strike source. Because even when I was able to get it to work, it still didn't quite deliver that experience. The most realistic gore system? It's gotta be Last of Us 2, I think. At least as far as I saw from it, because even the really good ones they have, they're usually somewhat leaning towards the exaggerated stuff, and that looks pretty realistic from what I could see. Oh yeah, Galaxy is a good guy for sure. I will say in The Last of Us 2 the blood pools were just something else. I think in this one we're gonna be pushing this mod to the limits. May need to lower the droplets config, we'll see. Guess it gets pretty intense. Never played it completely through, but it's pretty fun. Ah, that's a waste of a... You know what, maybe I can actually see some explosive damage, and yeah. Just dragging him around like this. Oh yeah. And by the way, guys, hey guys, by the way, explosive damage, as you can see. That is explosive damage, and now it works, huh. Perhaps I can check Fedora again. Wasn't really a huge fan of what I saw, but maybe they get updated? I don't know. No, I actually can put some more game audio. I have basically zero. I can hear the game. But do let me know how's the audio bounce. Oh yeah, the impact effects do look very nice. Not even for a more realistic thing, if they were to come out from the exit wound on the, let's say, extra nasty impacts, yeah, it's kind of realistic. But in something like this, definitely looks very nice. Oh, just look at that. That is nasty. That is some great stuff. Do we have some explosive damage here? Not a lot, not a lot. POFN, see if maybe if it's conflicting with other mods, because usually people in GMOD have like a ton of them running, and if you have many mods running, then things will lag out. It runs decently well on this janky ass engine. Can I throw it? Yes, didn't kill him, but still kind of worked. Yeah, so the config in the mod for wounds, it's actually for the blood around the wound. So the wound itself, the hole itself, is always gonna be huge, but you can configure the amount of blood, the size of the blood animation thing. Up, I have no connection. Here we go. I'm having some weird audio stuff. What is happening here? Yeah, that was weird. I'm back. There is a wiring issue with GMOD. So I do really wish that the wounds were smaller on this one. The hole itself, once again, just look at that. It's a massive hole. You can configure this blood soak around it, but you can configure the hole size, and it looks like basically huge, maybe even too big for a shotgun slug. They're coming from here too. Bleed for me? Ah, not quite, not quite. Now maybe in the follow-up versions we'll be seeing better wound functionality. Hope so, hope so. Yeah. Arma 3 Creator mode. Didn't even know that's a thing, wow. Actually, oh, okay, hello there. Actually gotta check it out. Arma 3 Creator mode. Have not heard of that. I have some medpacks somewhere. Oh yeah, Armantry is awesome. Do very much like that game. Not planning to make any, even if Dark Souls has a great gore mod. That's a pass for me. That is looking very nice, guys. That is looking very nice. Sure, many things have dismemberment, but they don't deliver a responsive experience. That is one of the things I really wanted to talk about on this channel. Because many games would just have huge butt splashes, would have some dismemberment, and hey, look at this, it's so gory. While when it comes to response, it was garbage. Blood pool still here. Not the wounds, but the blood pool is still here. And this glitched out stain. Awesome. Still very much here. But yeah, I'll definitely be looking at the gore effects in the Last of Us 1 remake when it comes to PC for sure. I don't have anything against the Last of Us series. I just have no console. That's a nice aftermath. Oh dude, the multilayer beefcake is very easy to make. It's actually so... The way I got into it is because it's actually so bloody easy. So I used to make cutlets and you know, and So here's the thing. I used to make cutlets and I used to... Can I just destroy the thing? And I used to fry them. Well, frying stuff is really bad for you. You really don't want that. Can I destroy this thing at all? Yeah, I can. So, as I was saying, frying stuff, really bad for you, especially on all of these canola oils, what they call the sunflower oils, corn oils. Really bad for you, so I wanted to avoid that. So I began baking it. But once again, even for baking it, if you want the cutlet shape, you're still gonna have to make some extra work, right? So you're gonna have to shape every single one, gotta put your hands in the meat, or it gets very kind of like raw looking. So I think, what is a better solution I can do? So just putting it all together and baking as a cake, definitely an option, but there is a more interesting way to do it. And I found that separating the veg layer and the meat layer worked very well. So very much an option. And it is indeed better to fry using fat, absolutely, yeah. Lard, and if you don't keep kosher, then using butter, absolutely option for you. Oh, Devil's Courtyard is standard T, but Drive is in drop D. And Bormeto is... Okay. And Bormeto is in standard B. Using my friend's B-tune guitar. Guys, don't call Payback Soft 3, it's embarrassing to the franchise name. Sometimes you can just give them personal delivery. And there you go. There you go. That's all it takes. Once again, gotta get some health packs. Nice. 69th like. Opa. Didn't work quite as well this time. Yeah, so I think I wouldn't really count on a new soft game from Raven or Activision because, well, Raven is now basically just a support team for Call of Duty, sadly. Which was a great studio, not just for Soldier of Fortune. Raven was a really good studio. Wait a sec, take that. So the Jedi Academy game was just amazing. They had something else I found really interesting. What was it? What was it? Oh yeah, the Wolverine game, but I actually didn't like the Wolverine game at all because it was basically just a generic slasher. Let's look at this Aftermath. It was basically a pretty generic slasher, sadly. I mean, you know that that CGI trailer for Wolverine, as I said in the review, I think the CGI trailer should basically be the design document for a Wolverine game, because that looked cool, that looked weighty, that looked impactful, and in the end, you know, you see that thing, then you play the game and it's just as generic as it comes. That is depressing because Wolverine is a cool character. At least the first Wolverine movie with Hugh Jackman was pretty cool. Second one not very much, and third one I haven't watched. So you have a very cool character. One that is very well suited. Well, and very well known for being an R-rated character. Yeah, I managed to get him. So I think he really deserves a proper game for it, which is gonna be truly mature and weighty. Not a generic slasher where you control Wolverine instead of some generic dude. So yeah, James, basically more of that, like in movies and games, wherever, because that was so bloody cool. Yeah, I never watched Logan. Only the first Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie. No, so we have the guys wiped out from here, but at least they're coming in this direction, so I can showcase the... Oh, look at that. Basically, I like them in walled areas, which this place very much is. And they're still operational. That's nice. This one here can be. But I'll put it here. On VR games, yeah, someday just. Right now, not very much of an option, but someday, absolutely. What if I kind of sort of hide this here? Let's see if it works. How did he get in here? Oh well. You know, if I could just kind of like put his head at the entrance to scare away the his mates, but do the next best thing. You look, so if you come to this place, that is what you're getting. Glitched out riding on wounds and really cool boat spinning. Seriously, are they coming? I've seen some of that video on Blood Trail, but really haven't gotten deep into it. Do I need to press some button again? No, I don't think so. Where are the enemies? Do I have some guy hiding somewhere and that's why next wave isn't coming? I have no idea. אהלן גרג. נחמד לראות גם ישראלים פה. אין הרבה קהל ישראלי, אז כל אחד זה באמת נחמד לראות. You know what, so let's go to some different mission because not much is happening here and this power station one is okay, as far as I recall. When I began doing gore reviews, I think it's gotta be I think it's either set 24... No, not 2015 I think, 2015 I think was the time. Began with chivalry, of course did all of the musts. Yeah, so we have the fleshy wounds on those guys too. And on the hand crabs post-mortem, kind of. So Israeli born in Ukraine. So kind of a mix of accents. I do remember this map and it, you know, you get the better gore with the combine guys, so let's just go right to the combine guys. Here we go, here we go. Especially in this kind of fighting conditions, stuff looks really quite nice. Yeah, you know, I don't care how good stuff people make in Roblox, that is not gonna happen. Never. Not ever. Seriously, I find that whole graphical style to be... My opinion on it is, why does it exist? Can I get you? Yeah, worth it. Do I have slash damage? Speaking of which, do I have bond damage? Yeah, we do have bond damage. Yeah, there is a limit of how many wounds you have, and let's see what... Actually, I have a whole bunch of configs here, so I do have the max limit for animated stains of 200. I think it affects the wounds too. Basically, I like worried locations to showcase all of the gory stuff, and I'm gonna die in a bit. Let's do this one again. Go once again straight for the fun stuff. Eventually wounds do begin vanishing, just not immediately. It's gonna take a while, so... In that previous mission, you had them vanish pretty quickly, but in something like this, not quite as much. Let's go. Where was that cool location we were at? Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah, here we go. I think I probably confused the game a little bit. So yeah, here I am. Do spawn the enemies, please. Let's get a start again. So I think... Well, if you make good impressions on the people around you, then yeah, you will have very, very serious issues, of course. But yeah, but I had a few discussions about that with people who aren't really into this, but essentially here's the thing. It is entirely fictional. That is how I always viewed it, even when I was a kid, like 10 years old, playing Soldier of Fortune 2. For me, it was a very clear distinction between, you know, like real people and video game characters. And in the case of video games, it's just the response on the receiving end. As I said, like 100 times in the videos, it is just the response on the receiving end. So, if it's destruction, it's gonna be, you know, broken stuff. Let's see if we have anything here. No, not much, not much. So, the response can be destruction, and of course it can very much be gore when you're fighting against human characters. And of course you always have the dishonest debaters who are just gonna trash you. They don't care. They don't care about the points. They aren't here for discussion. Just wanna say, oh, you're a psychopath, whatever, you know. But someone who is honest, they get it. They get it. Just response on the receiving end in a fictional medium. And let's look at the aftermath. Oh yeah, this guy got messed up. Nice stuff. Oh yeah, I do actually get a cover on that gore mod by Lemux. They look pretty interesting. Once again, not doing all too well over here. Ah, that looked nice. So let's see, do we have something else? Perhaps always an option, just play Half-Life. Thank you, Renai. Circulation? Yeah, just about response on the receiving end. He's not doing too well, is he? Ah. I kinda can shoot him. Classic scene. Classic scene. Jump cables? What's that? Did I mention how nice those stains are? Anyway. Just makes it so much more messy. Definitely good for a playthrough of Half-Life. Favorite feature about the mod? It has gotta be the difference between wall stains and floor stains. That makes really, I think, the most notable difference. For sure. Off you go. The buzz feels amazing. The wound stuff, awesome. Very, very cool. Thank you, Michi. Oh yeah, I have showcased the explosive damage here. And maybe we can even showcase it here. Let's show the explosive damage again, because why not? And on a live guy too, where is he? There he goes. So yeah, as we've seen previously as well, the mod does very much have explosive damage. Kind of glitchy, but what can I do? Yeah, I'll probably still find some issues even in TLOU too. I know I'm only here on YT, not really on Twitch. This is basically where my audience is. And the live impressions is just kind of like an enhancement of the current format. Kinda don't see myself streaming for, I don't know, several times a week. But as a live look before the full commentary video comes out, why not? It's pretty fun. So where do we go now? Haven't played it in ages. I think perhaps on the... like this? Haven't played it in ages. I guess. This doesn't open? Man, I recall the first time I played this, just... it was the best. Seriously, Half-Life 2, when it first came out, was such a huge step forward in pretty much everything. Now it's jank and all of that, but... in the past, just so amazing. You know what, for the last part of the stream, let's do some tests in, of course, CS Office. Just to kinda showcase the features once again. Oh, absolutely. So, let's do a quick overview of what we got. So, gotta disable thinking, ignore players. I'll take my favorite test subject of resistance. So, wounds at the entry and exit, and there is an issue, as you can see. When using flashlight, glitches out. Very decent looking wounds, set for the huge size. And on the final hit, you have animated wounds. You have those kind of like soaking, and you have this drip pattern. Do we have it now? Let's see the soak. Do we have a drip pattern? Yeah, we kind of have here. As for the walls, we do have... so, for example, you do have several responses for the initial impact. As you can see, just droplets. There is an option with the stains too. Let's see if we'll see that here. Yeah, so you have either droplets, you have stains and droplets, you have this kind of spurting, and if the character is near a wall, you get stains dripping down. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So perhaps to make a quick showcase on what I can do. Where is my forwards mod? Enhanced damage. Where is the forwards mod? Not NPC tools. What here too? Here it is. Okay, yeah. So I'll do a quick showcase. I'll disable thinking, ignore players, place a bunch of combines, and yeah, I'll just go destroying them with some friendlies now. Combine, let's see, soldier. And it's gonna be pretty fun. Messing this place up. Metropolis. Let's have some friendlies and let's go and clean this place up. Alright then. They are coming indeed. And they shoot off their nades. Oh, sorry about that. You know what, honestly I should have done this for the entire stream, just look at that. Just look at that. What happened to my forward guys? Let's see, I'm actually kind of curious. So I had a bunch of bots come with me. Here's one, he didn't quite make it. Here's a second one, and there was a third one who died right here. Okay, just gonna restart this. We'll do another one. Look at the blood pools and wait for them to fully form. Let's see that, let's see that. I think I know what he's talking about. Yep, Rainbow, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I'll change that into a deco. Very cool stuff, very cool stuff. Right, let's put a bunch of combines again. Maybe take a few more forwards this time. There's gonna be some crazy nade spam. Alright, and let the carnage begin. Let's see, humans plus resistance. I'll take 4 this time. Okay, look at that. Very nice gang. Let's clean this place out. So I have them here with me. And now things are gonna get very, very intense. Taking a pistol to a rifle fight. Brave man, very brave man. Are those guys doing pretty much anything? So we have a few down, but not so much, not so much. Okay, so yeah, so I think on this very nice note, we're gonna end the stream. Very, very cool aftermath. Very messy, and you know, wound is right in the proper places it should be. Some more stains. A bunch of dead combines, so yeah. Thank you all for coming, and you know, I'll see you in the next one, when we have something new to stream.